have more political reactions also coming in, with the Congress party now wading into the entire controversy and the debate around the air quality, with Hooda saying, what will the farmers do with the stubble? The NCP, the MSP should be fixed for the stubble. In fact, there are reactions coming in with Aam Aadmi Party Sisodia also saying that pollution remains an issue. So remember, the political leaders continue to raise these questions on stubble burning, as well as saying that yes, air pollution is an issue, but there is still no permanent solution that has come forth.
छोटे किसान जो है 1 एकड़ का 2 एकड़ का वो पराली का क्या करे, और उसको बंडल बनाने हैं तो बड़ी मशीन चाहिए, बड़ी मशीन ले नहीं सकता, बड़ी मशीन को हायर करके लाएगा तो 1000 रुपये लेगा और बंडल पराली भी ले जाएगा। तो ये गलत है। किसान का जो ये फसल ना खरीदना और इस किस्म के कड़े जाए समाधान ढूंढना चाहिए। इनका पराली का MSP फिक्स करना चाहिए और आगे बहुत सारे इसके उपयोग हो सकते हैं पराली के, इससे बिजली बन सकती है, बिजली बनाए। बड़ा गलत फैसला ये तुरंत सरकार को वापस ले लेना।
बिल्कुल पॉल्यूशन है यहाँ पे, डस्ट से लेके, पराली से लेके, व्हीकल पॉल्यूशन से लेके, ये सब है। जब आदमी फिट रहता है तो और कॉन्शियस होता है पॉल्यूशन की चीज़ों को लेके, तो कम से कम खुद जो कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है पॉल्यूशन में उसकी तरफ कॉन्शियस होता है कि मुझे ये नहीं फैलाना है।
So going across to Rishabh for those reactions. Rishabh, we just heard the former Deputy Chief Minister saying, yes, pollution is an issue. The Aam Aadmi Party, the government had also called for a meeting to decide on what to do next. But like we've been discussing, this is an issue that comes up every year, and it's only around this year that political leaders finally wake up to the reality. There's a blame game that goes on, but not really much changes on ground.
Well, definitely, it's been 2.5 years at times now for me, and last 2 years, every time this year, I have seen Gopal Rai, who happens to be the Environment Minister of Delhi, or the Environmental Ministry in central government. They all wake up to the mid of October and start talking about how they would like to see Delhi clean this year. But every year they fall flat when it comes to on-ground work that they have done throughout the year. This is not something that they could do in a week or two. There has to be a strategic planning to curb pollution in national capital, and to make sure that when the hotspots start getting AQIs, which is 700, 800, and in some places beyond 1000, given that the AQI levels only go to 999, so it just go red without any number, which is beyond 1000. The way things happen in national capital is beyond logic. Now, leaders from Haryana, leaders from Punjab, leaders from UP, or because the Western UP is also affected by this pollution, or for that matter, the leaders from national capital itself, they will start, holding meetings, and there will be knee-jerk reactions. Odd even rules will be kicked in. Grab 3, grab 4. Certain cars will not be allowed. But the problem is, why do we every year reach the point where these knee-jerk reactions are required? And that is something that has not been answered by our political classes. We have seen elections in Haryana, we have seen elections in Punjab. The Delhi elections are impending in the next 3 to 4 months. But when election happens, no one talks about these important issues, the election is discussed on caste lines, religious lines, and that is a problem that the voters need to understand now, and that's the only way to get these political leaders to talk about the air we breathe. As reporters on ground, we have faced issues in past 1 decade that how breathing on the day next to Diwali is almost impossible. N95 masks at times, tend to fail to give us that protection, and while doing lives, while speaking to people, we tend to cough involuntarily, and that is something that as a Delhiite we face on the road, and millions like us who are on the road feel the same. But the action by the government are only limited to tall claims and knee-jerk reactions. On ground, there hasn't been much done to ensure that this pollution maniac in the national capital and the national capital region, for that matter, can be curbed.
Okay, all right. You mentioned a political blame game that goes on. In fact, Rishabh, Time and again, it is the Aam Aadmi Party government. Over the last few years, what we've seen is the Aam Aadmi Party government blames the centre, the BJP blames the Aam Aadmi Party government. And amid this tussle, it is the common man that continues to suffer. And this year is no different. Like you've been mentioning, this happens time and again, and not much changes. And this time around, we're not just talking about the air pollution. Yet again, the froth is back at Yamuna.
Well, definitely, there have been images that have come in where even our reporters, be it Isha or Shivam, our colleagues have been there and have reported from the Yamuna Ghats in national capital. Chhath is going to happen in another 2 weeks. Chhath is an important festival for the people coming in from eastern UP and Bihar. And given that they have a huge number of people here observing and celebrating Chhath, Yamuna becomes the place where they go, and we have seen that how the people celebrating the festival of Chhath had to go through that froth. And now yesterday, there were memes on social media that is it Greece, is it Athens, or is it Switzerland, given that there was a white sheet of froth on the Yamuna river, in that area, be it the Sarita Vihar area or the Jamia area of national capital, where the Yamuna flows through. Predominantly it's white in color.
Yes.
And the government who came with a promise that we will make Yamuna clean in 1 year, it's been 11 years, or for that matter, it's been more than 11 years, since 2013 till 2024, and we are talking about, it's more than 11 years, and we haven't seen much of change there. Every year, there comes a time when there is a clean air day in Delhi. Last year we had one clean air day in Delhi. This year, one clean air in India. 365 days and one clean air, and the government is not worried about it, is actually baffling. And when it comes to pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, air pollution, Delhi is gripped by these pollutants, and the government has failed to answer and address these issues over years now.
Yes, Delhi is choking, the NCR region is choking, and not much is being done about it, because the political leaders also believe that after some time it will be forgotten yet again, and it's having a very long-term impact on the people in the region. We have more political reactions also coming in, with the Congress party now wading into the entire controversy and the debate around the air quality, with Hooda saying, what will the farmers do with the stubble? The NCP, the MSP should be fixed for the stubble. In fact, there are reactions coming in with Aam Aadmi Party Sisodia also saying that pollution remains an issue. So remember, the political leaders continue to raise these questions on stubble burning, as well as saying that yes, air pollution is an issue, but there is still no permanent solution that has come forth.
छोटे किसान जो है 1 एकड़ का 2 एकड़ का वो पराली का क्या करेगा, और उसको बंडल बनाने हैं तो बड़ी मशीन चाहिए, बड़ी मशीन ले नहीं सकता, बड़ी मशीन को हायर करके लाएगा तो 1000 रुपये लेगा और बंडल पराली भी ले जाएगा। तो ये गलत है। किसान का जो ये फसल ना खरीदना और इस किस्म के कड़े जाए, समाधान ढूंढना चाहिए। इनका पराली का MSP फिक्स करना चाहिए, और आगे बहुत सारे इसके उपयोग हो सकता है पराली के, इससे बिजली बन सकती है, बिजली बनाए। बड़ा गलत फैसला ये तुरंत सरकार को वापस ले देना।
बिल्कुल पॉल्यूशन है यहाँ पे, डस्ट से लेके, पराली से लेके, व्हीकल पॉल्यूशन से लेके, ये सब है। जब आदमी फिट रहता है तो और कॉन्शियस होता है पॉल्यूशन की चीज़ों को लेके, तो कम से कम खुद जो कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है पॉल्यूशन में, उसकी तरफ कॉन्शियस होता है कि मुझे ये नहीं फैलाना है।